Thomas Jefferson University is extremely proud to have this magic piece of art inside of the office of one of the most famous emperor of ancient Rome, Emperor Trajan. This piece of art put together the work of neuroscientists, artists, fashion, design, engineering, with the possibility of interact with a human being.
So the work in Synesthesia derives inspiration from theories of the late 40s, early 50s. So we're trying to actually look into archives of early cybernetic electromechanic experiments. Those were super interesting little machines that were trying to demystify the human brain. So they were trying to understand the environment through adaptation. One of the interesting things is the juxtaposition between the brain, research and then the war research. The whole idea of communication, control on systems, on machines, and the idea of adapting. So we're looking into British scientists. Many of them come from backgrounds such as neurophysiology. So in the periphery of course, of architecture and art, where we are coming from. And what they were trying is to, again, through those little perception devices, they were calling them, they were trying to realize how human brain works. We're also looking at later theories. We're looking at the concept of the useless machine. Marvin Minsky is one of the pioneers, of course, Bruno Munari, and their work. And we're trying to get inspiration as to how we can generate an environment that, of course, through adaptation can engage with the human. And I think the whole idea here is that we're looking into all of those theories through performance. So the very notion of performance and how actually our bodies, space, and through technology can start correlating eventually with the environment.
Project Synesthesia is an interactive art installation that combines a physical and a virtual identity. So when you first encounter synesthesia, the first thing you realize is this blob shape that is an irregular sphere, almost like if you had deformed a sphere, with a series of lines that organically cover the skin. This serves as an unfolded cinema, contradicting the classic traditional, more audience versus flat screen of the cinema. Another thing you realize when you approach to synesthesia is a virtual element of light and sound and a series of effects that attract you, that allure you, that somehow give you peace, but at times you want to somehow reject it. There's different kind of feelings from it. One thing you don't notice in the beginning, but slowly you discover, is a series of portals, of openings that are surrounding this unfolded cinema. They have a blinking light that somehow is calling you. As you approach it and you look through it, you discover an interesting set of reflections of lights. But one thing you don't know, you can't realize by yourself, is that you have been recorded. Your eyes recorded, and it's projected to the cinema, becoming automatically a part of the art, for others to see, for others to communicate with you about what they have seen that you couldn't see.
This is particularly important today. After 2 years of pandemic, we really were pushed towards a different pathway to really have a different relationship with artificial intelligence and machines. And therefore, it's very important for everybody that gets a graduate education, like people going to college or university, to learn what is the role of the human being in this millennium, and what is the role of artificial intelligence, and what is the border.
So understanding those changes will be probably the best way to approach in entering a future of Rome.
Una foto
Ho pensato già alla fine del 2021 con Roberto Gualtieri e Michele Cotor a questo spazio che essi hanno immediatamente condiviso.
Essere qui oggi alla presentazione di questa splendida opera interattiva, installazione.
Thank you.